author's notice to his disciple. There is a certain kind of magical energy based on the existence of a spiritual world placed without, not within you, and into communication with which you can enter by the use of certain magical arts and practices, has long ago, by the high-grade adepts of India, been demonstrated as a fact that these occult forces can get hold of a person and break him down as easily as the fearful hurricane sweeps all before it, attacking his soul in 1,000 places at the same time, without his being able to perceive the invisible foe, or being able to protect himself, is also proven, but that these influences, both good and evil, may be dominated, so that they will obey the thoughts, answer to the voice, and understand the meaning of traced signs, is what many cannot realize, and what the reason rejects. Yet this also is capable of being demonstrated and proven. The student and disciple should always bear in mind that in trying to demonstrate these things for himself, he is working with unseen and powerful agents, which, if he is not equally powerful, pure, and high-minded, loving his fellow men, and seeking to benefit mankind, rather than seeking or desiring powers or benefits for himself, he had much better be dead than to try any of these things for the gratification of his personal nature. For in seeking to harm another, curses like chickens soon come home to roost, with a much greater force than the original impulse. Thus, again, you should look within rather than without, as the exercise of true art magic does not require any ceremonies or conjurations, or the making of circles and signs. It only requires a strong faith gained through a knowledge of nature's laws, which can accomplish anything, if it acts through a human mind which is in harmony with these laws, without which nothing useful can be done. True magic also consists in true faith, but true faith rests in spiritual knowledge. And without that kind of knowledge, there can be no faith. This is only obtained by developing one's own inner and most lofty nature. The conjuration of evil spirits of the astral plane, sorcery, and witchcraft means practically a full realization of Faust and the demon. There are many strange things set forth in the following pages, almost too strange to believe. Yet because one is set forth in the following pages, and one is ignorant of their existence, it does not follow that they are not real, as the sad records of sorcery and witchcraft, of voodooism and black magic abundantly testify. Man does not know himself, therefore he does not understand the things of the inner world. Each man has the essence of the divine within himself. He possesses one kind of knowledge as much as another, and he who does not find that which is in him cannot truly say that he does not possess it. Even Islam talks about, like, you have to know yourself to better know God. Only he was not capable of successfully seeking for it. Therefore, in seeking, always bear in mind, true growth rests in the capacity of the human soul and the human will to comprehend spiritual truths, and not by basing its conclusions upon external appearances caused by the illusion of the senses or of selfish purposes. In launching once again this work before the Western student of Hindu magic, I merely seek to meet the growing demand for authentic instruction of a magical character. The student will find enough herein to ponder over and perhaps awaken some responsive chord in his nature, which will lead him to seek for the divine within himself rather than trying to awaken external evil forces, which will prove themselves the stronger. All this is plainly set forth in this volume, yet an additional warning seems to be essential. In Part 1, the general style of the text is strictly followed throughout, including spelling and punctuation, which may seem peculiar to the disciple at first glance, the author keeping it intact to impress the terrible results and misery of conjuring evil spirits. L.W. de Laurence. whether something's real or not, it doesn't mean the interpretation or the response is the best. And I'm trying to get you a go view of the hen here.